aboard the South Western Railway service. The next station is Stratton.
You're tuned into 023 Chats podcast with David Knapp, Zach Naylor, and Carter Wells.
When you're doing your calves, so all the blood circulation stays down there, and it just makes your calves.
Dave is really like.
Do you want to
try
tell
for
you what you
years?
need to do? You need to do heavy and small reps. You need to do like one rep and rip the muscle, and then just leave it. You don't need to do all these sets.
I'll tell you what you need to do. Get on your phone, message Gav. Ask him his secrets.
Gav, I see his big legs and everything. How old is Gav anyway?
He looks older than what he is. He's like 36, 37.
Oh, okay. Not bad, yeah. Because, bro, his legs, yeah, they're like, yeah.
When he first started training with us, he was my weight. Gav was skinny, he was, like, really skinny. In the space of about a year, he got to, like, pop.
Why is he juicing up?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Everyone has a joke with
We're not going to piss Gav off, man.
In a year,
he's not looking forward to this podcast.
I've been trying these motherfuckers for 3 years, bro. I don't get no result. 3 years. You telling me 1 year?
Why don't you just do some juice, Dave? Are you not at that point yet?
I don't want to do juicing.
What do you mean he's not at that point?
If I could just
I'll see Jim he goes to the gym every day, mate.
If I could inject steroids in my calves and then it just stays in my calves, yeah. Fair enough, yeah.
Well, you're not eating enough, I'm sorry, Dave.
It's not working or something.
No, I'm saying that he's like ripped, isn't it? But like for the amount you go to the gym, I feel like you should just be like fucking.
That's because when I used to go to the gym when I was at uni, but I was big, like I used to bulk up. And at uni it was just uni, gym, home. Gym, home. And you eating good and everything. When you come from uni and now you're into the real life,
I love it.
Then you actually then realise that shit, I can't even have a proper diet like I used to have. I can't eat all the time. I'm either working or I'm doing
that's it.
You got a life as well, innit?
And you got a life as well. And you know, me being me, I got a youth and shit like that. So it's kind of like, it's crazy.
Me being me.
Yeah, that's all. Mikey knows the pain as well. Mikey knows the pain, but that's his full-time job. But then it's like, I then realised, you know what, I don't need to really bulk up. Because then my bulking up was then becoming ridiculous because my legs would still be not.
This leg is a big deal for Dave, bro. Dave's been trying, bro.
I've been sticking steroids.
I just thought, let me cut up, bro. Let me just get ripped, fam. And you see, fam, I look good when I'm ripped anyway.
Oh, yeah.
We're from the south of Africa, man. Our legs are skinny, bro. You just have to embrace it, bro.
What's that?
Yeah, no, I do embrace it. But, you know, sometimes you just want a little bit of shape.
People from the south of Africa, bro, with skinny legs, innit?
Gets hot.
I know, we're supposed to, like, you know, like, in the olden days.
So your legs don't chafe in the heat?
I will tell you now, you don't want big legs because my family have this hereditary thing called chub rub that we've developed and passed down to each other, and it is the annoyingness of big thighs and what happens with that when it gets hot.
Your thighs rubbing
chub rub as it's
fire, starting fire.
Exactly. It's like flinch between the legs still.
Try doing a 6 mile run then. Oh mate, with that. I wouldn't like to do that, mate.
Sounds like the geezer gets fresh every time he walks.
I couldn't imagine being in Africa like that, bro, because it's fucking hot in Africa, bro. So when it's hot, you can't have like thighs rubbing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why
it's fucking mental, bro.
It's like evolution.
In Africa, like
only took like 2 generations.
They're dark over here. And then elsewhere it's like they're light and everything, but in the inside it's just like dark.
So how much can you lift with your legs?
I actually bang heavier, you know, with my legs. That's the funny thing.
The way you say actually, like,
I'm expecting you to do like it's not 120.
It's just a question.
That decline.
So what's 120? That's like me and a bit, me and a half.
Something like that. So that's me just starting, and then I can go up to like 160, 170, and that's on the decline.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I do push, like they are strong, but they just don't want to get big.
What do you push on the bench if you're bench pressing?
Bench press, my PB is like 120, 130. Well, 130 now.
130.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm a strong, skinny nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't just bones, bro. I'm dead.
Just that the legs won't grow.
The legs are too stubborn.
What would you push on that? on your legs?
Not a clue. My strength conditioner knows all that. I just turn up and
He just-
do my thing. Yeah, he writes it all down on his.
Imagine doing
So
that,
his is different now, man. His stuff is different,
that's
man.
different. Man.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
He even right
writes it
down, gave him 2 sips of beetroot juice.
Mate,
I
I have
love the
beetroot
beetroot,
juice before my fights, like in the
love
change rooms.
beetroot,
It's
yeah, I see.
it's rank.
I don't know about beetroot juice, but
Oh,
beetroot.
them shot things.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, they were right.
no.
The ginger ones are good as well.
Oh,
Why is it so good? Why do they give you that? Then? What's that meant to do?
not a clue. I just like. people. I've got a good team around me.
Yeah,
innit?
that's it.
I've got a good team around me.
I'd question it, innit? Even though I trust these guys, I'd be like, so why am I taking this, bro?
Yeah, all my supplements and things like that.
I'd be like, what's this doing for me?
No, I just trust my team.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. That's
Trust me.
nice. Just be proper. Just
Got a great nutritionist and stuff like that, and like he's like my best mate when I'm in training camp and making weight. Especially the last week, I'm on the phone to him all the time because it's hard. It's hard. That last week's tough.
You always say you miss bread.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Is that the thing you miss the most?
Yeah. Oh, because I'll go like 2 months without bread, and like I love bread.
So what is it you're doing? You're trying to put your body into what, like a state of trying to just not use any
I
carbs
eat,
or what?
well, my diet, for what I know of it, is I do eat often, but it's a massive calorie deficit, easily, I think. Especially like for an athlete, a pro athlete that is training multiple times a day, it's tough. There's never a point where my belly's full, ever. And it, like the last week, like I drink like 6 litres of water a day. And then the last 7 days, I up the water, so I'll drink like 7.5 litres a day, 8 if I can.
Fucking hell.
But like the food goes right down, so I'm eating bare minimal. Like I'm still eating and I'm still eating regular, but like a lot of the stuff I was getting the energy out of are taken out of my diet in the last week.
Okay, what is it?
Because it's that the last week's when I lose the last bit of weight.
Okay.
So like
Is this just all for the weighing?
yeah, so I'm still a good 6-7 pounds out of my weight with a week to go, I reckon. I can lose because I cut water. I don't ever do like when you see like these UFC fighters and stuff like that doing salt baths and killing themselves. I don't. I'm still eating, but just not a lot up till like the day before. I still eat, but I go from 7.5 litres of water like 24 hours before the weigh-in. I cut all my water out for 24 hours, and then when I cut the water out, I'm still going to the toilet, I'm still sweating, still doing the things because my brain's still telling me that I've got water inside me to get out.
Okay.
And that's called the dry out. So then I'll go to sleep like 24 hours before. I'm 5-6 pound overweight. I'll go to sleep, I'm still probably 3 pound overweight, 4 pound overweight. I lose it all, and then I wake up the next day, bam,
Crazy.
ripped to shreds, feeling a bit like a crackhead, like a bit dry and that. But I never go to like I've got a good nutritionist, good people around me, so I never really kill myself to make weight. Like you see stories and you see like documentaries about these UFC fighters, like the way they do things, it's mental. I could never do things like that. But yeah, bread is the one.
What's the reason why you drop your weight so much, so intensely for these weigh-ins? Why are you not just finding moving a reason?
Heavier weight, because then you get heavier people doing what I'm doing or doing what we're doing. Like, so I'll like say that the next
I see
weight
what you're
class
saying,
above
yeah.
me
It's
is
class by weight, isn't
I
it?
fight.
Yeah, I get that. I get it's
Yeah.
class by weight, but so you're going down to your bare minimum to be judged for that weight class. And
Yeah,
you're
but I'm
allowed to fight heavier.
I never ever my weight for any longer than a couple of hours. So
Yeah,
like in the
so-
morning, like I'll make like in the morning I'm on weight, and then once I have the weigh in at lunchtime, straight away I'll put on half a stone by in 24 hours again.
Correct.
That half a stone I lost in that 24 hours or whatever, I'll put straight back on, and then but that is the best weight I fight at.
I see.
Like 6 months ago, we was like talking, maybe a bit longer, 8 months ago, 10 months ago, we was talking about going to the weight class below what I fight at. It's another 7 pounds to lose.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, because I've got some opportunities in that, and like we thought about it. I spoke to my nutritionist, I spoke to my dad, and my body could probably make the weight class below, but will I be able to perform at the weight class below? Probably not.
I don't know.
So, like, I'd never have a problem performing at this weight. So we'll stick to this, and then as I get older, maybe I'll step up in weight. But like physically, I'm probably not big enough to like fight the next people above me yet.
That'd be a massive jump, would it?
Yeah, it will be a massive jump. I think so.
Looking at your weight class for those people that don't know much about boxing, give us a few big names that you up against. You know,
Me. So in the UK, well, we'll start the UK. There's 150 welterweight. On my welterweight, there's 150 of us in the UK, and it goes Amir Khan number 1, Josh Kelly number 2, who was obviously an Olympian. He's like the face of boxing at the minute. Michael McKinson number 3. So on 3rd in the UK.
So fighting Amir Khan then?
Well, my name's right there. I don't know if he's got many fights left in him, or if he'll actually ever fight again, you know. But
if he was
after
to,
this,
I doubt he would risk it. Though.
The only two that I'd be in,
Mikey.
well, who knows? Who knows? Like Josh Kelly,
because he just wants money now, innit? He's on his way out.
But it's not just that. With this, I've got the WBO European, the WBO rankings. I was 6th. I think I'm 7th now.
Is that in the world?
In the world, by the WBO. So there's the opportunities are endless for me. It all depends. I've got obviously a job to focus on in April, but after that, I can start calling them names. I have a little bit on Twitter anyway, but all I've got to keep doing is stay focused, keep my head down, keep doing what I'm doing, and then these fights are going to get more likely to happen.
Would you move over to any other sort of fighting? Have a go at any.
Maybe when I retire. Maybe when I retire,
How
you know.
long has a boxer got in him then, do you reckon? Like,
I don't take many punches, so I've got quite a long career, I reckon.
Okay.
As long as I can look after my body and stuff. But I'd like to be out of the sport.
You can still do it this 10 years, you know.
Yeah, I've got another 10 years.
I saw what's it? Bernard Hopkins, he retired when he was 52, was he?
Well, he was still world champion at 49, 50
he
retired.
He fought Kovalev at 49, 12 rounds.
Yeah.
He was a machine, man. But
he lived the life. He looked after his body and stuff like that. Like
he compares Coke, like not Coke the drug, but Coke the drink. Yeah. He compares that to crack.
It is basically.
Never catch me drinking that.
Yeah,
I can drink Coke Zero.
Actually, I say that, but I only drink. The only time I drink fizzies when I'm mixing it in my JD. That's the only time I drink thinking. But now I've started to change it. I'm doing ginger ale now. I'm doing lemonade. Yeah, but it's better than Coke. Yeah, it's better.
When I'm training for a fight, so it'll be 2 or 3 months of me just drinking water.
Just that? No,
yeah, because I drink 6 litres a day, so there ain't even no time to drink anything else, you know. Like I'll go 2 months drinking water, and I find that easier than cutting out bread. Cutting out bread, man. That's the worst thing for me.
I don't even like bread that much.
It's the thing
People look forward.
It's the thing that you pick up the most, I think. Like it's like you just pick up a sandwich or whatever, bacon butter, you have a slice of toast or whatever. Fucking.
People ask me, what are you going to eat after you weigh? Like, what is going to be your first thing you eat, and what do you miss the most? And mine's toast. Is how boring's that? Just toast, not with anything on, just butter on it, toast.
No pizza, nothing, just toast.
Yeah.
And like fucking
buttery toast is
pizza,
good. It's got to be proper butter, like cow butter.
Yeah. But. It's the little things.
It's the little things.
Little things.
What else do you miss? Do you eat sweets or anything like that? You got a sweet tooth?
More chocolate than sweets, but don't really miss that. Like leading up to a fight, it's more like the comfort carbohydrates and stuff like that. And
do you remember last week at the podcast when we were talking about money in sports and Darren was saying it's too much money, and I was saying but you have to look at how much time and effort these guys have put in. So him, for example, he's been doing it since he was young. All these hours, he's telling you he misses bread alone. Imagine he's done that year after year after year, 2-3 times a year.
I'll tell you what was tough. For my last fight, I was out in Philadelphia for 2 weeks training on my own. and people were saying you've got to get a Philly cheesesteak when you're over there. And everywhere you walk past, you see pictures, because obviously it's massive over there, right? And I spent 2 weeks, I was training on my own over there, I spent 2 weeks of just looking at it and just dieting still. Just dieting, eating. I decided to stay in an apartment rather than a hotel so I could keep on top of my dieting and my food and everything. So I was literally going to the supermarket out there, buying boring stuff, walking past these restaurants with obviously America anyway, big eaters and stuff like that. It was tough. And I was speaking to my nutritionist, and he said, as long as you're hitting targets, one cheesesteak isn't going to be the end of the world. You're over there and you're doing well. But I was that paranoid, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all, so I decided not to. Got to the last day, and my flight was a bit delayed at the airport, so I went and got one.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy it. Also, all that time, it was at the airport, I didn't enjoy it, because all that time I was dieting, and it was in my head and things like that, and I was dieting. I didn't enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Because you thought you've done wrong anyway, you thought,
Yeah.
bother sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that was tough, being in
Buy
America dieting.
disappointment. Why did I even buy it?
Yeah.
For being a vegan, and then you get a kebab and you're like, I should have just not went.
Yeah.
That's what you've been trying to do, innit? You've been trying to be a vegan, innit?
Are you trying to be a vegan?
I've tried. I am a fucking vegan. Since November.
Is it?
Yeah.
How many slip-ups you had?
You admit the other day, though, didn't you?
I did eat meat the other day.
No, come on.
What do you mean?
Shit, I get the dairy. Come on.
He said his mouth is bleeding and everything, bro.
You're drinking the bottom as well.
His mouth is bleeding and everything, bro.
I was.
It's not easy.
I had a hangover, and I was going go-karting, and I had some Nando's. So
Right,
I
okay.
had some chicken fry, man.
I mean, you could have had better
Take us
meat,
back
come
to
on.
what made you get to that point where you say, I want to be a vegan.
Because I don't want to die.
What?
No, just health benefits and stuff like that, innit? I don't think I've always not thought that dairy is good for you anyway. I've always thought that that's terrible.
Yeah, dairy is not.
And
I don't do
milk and stuff like that, and I just think
You say you don't do meat?
meat.
I don't do
And
milk.
then
I don't do milk.
I've just been learning bare
Coconut
facts
milk.
about just everything, about meat and what we've done to it and what we've done to the environment anyway. But just by all the reason that everyone's got fucking gluten allergies now is because we weren't growing enough fucking wheat, were we, to feed all the cattle. So they GMO'd it, made it bigger, stronger, last and grow all year. But now everyone's fucked off of it. So now we're giving it to our cows, and then we're eating it anyway and shit like that. And I just think, fuck that. And apparently, if you get your protein and your fats from veg and beans and whatnot, and then you eat it, they've done a blood sample in it. And when you get all your fats and your thing from plants, your blood's clear. When you eat all that shit, it's all fucking.
Because obviously those components you're getting from meat anyway is recycled, because those
That's
animals
what I'm
also
saying,
got
you
it
don't
from the
need it,
plant,
so let's
innit?
get it from
And then
source
you're getting
anyway.
it from the thing that's getting
Yeah.
it. But then if you change into vegan, this is what I was saying when you're talking about your mouth bleeding.
Yeah.
You have to get your diet right.
Yeah.
Otherwise
It's
you
hard,
then
that is the hardest
miss
thing.
out on some nutrients, and then you start having health complications, and you're in the same boat that you're trying to avoid at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh man, vegan.
But I found out it wasn't because I'm vegan anyway.
No?
You know,
It's
like
because I didn't get my fucking
Right,
wisdom
let's
tooth pulled out, Derek. That's why my mouth was not a thing.
Well,
It's
so
not, 'cause there's nothing to do.
Yeah, but that's what we're speaking about. That's what we're speaking about.
Yeah,
But
I was
this
worried. I was like,
this
oh,
vegan
no.
lifestyle that you having.
I thought, oh shit, I ain't had any meat. My teeth are falling out. But no, I think I'm good.
You was comparing.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I know a lot of vegans and a lot of people with anemia, and it seems to kind of a lot of people who don't adjust their diet properly to veganism, when they go into it first time, they end up just fainting all the time. They get really low blood pressure just because of they're not getting the right nutrients.
Exactly.
Because you end up eating the easier food because, like you were saying as well before, you ain't got enough time to be eating proper prepped meals and things.
A blender was
So
the
then-
best thing I've done being a vegan to get my nutrients. If I didn't do that, then I probably wouldn't be getting what I needed. But I could just throw it all in a blender.
I can't see
Trust
myself
stir fries.
surviving without eating meat. Or I'm
don't
thinking,
know.
even
I don't
milk,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I do get the feeling. Milk, I don't need
okay,
it.
with milk, yeah.
Ugh.
Even in your coffee or tea or whatever. So
You just said everyone Everyone.
Just me that big.
Mate, you're the only one.
Basically, milk, yeah, it's got so
Oat
many
milk,
things
mate,
wrong
or
with
coconut
it.
milk is the way forward.
It's meant
Yeah.
for baby cows, not for humans.
yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
not-
Like, we
yeah.
don't go and drink someone's like milk from their tit. You
it's
know what I
like me
mean?
going
You
out to your
don't go
mum.
and suck a
Yeah,
people's
this
tits.
motherfucker's gonna be sucking titties.
I mean, not for milk.
If it came from a pig, would you drink it?
Or it's
If
like,
milk came from a pig,
it's like
would you
Rogue
drink
is
it?
thirsty, so your mum's gonna feed him for me.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
What's it from a pig?
Oh, you wouldn't drink milk if it came from a pig?
You can get pig milk.
I'm growing
Yeah,
up
you
with
can
that
get
milk
milk.
that you
And
meant
you
to
can get
drink is
camel
from
milk now.
cows, innit?
White cow.
They sell
So
camel milk.
it's the
in
same thing,
Asda's.
really.
You know, cows
You've
ain't even meant to be
normalised
alive
cow,
anymore.
but it
They ain't
shouldn't
even
be
meant
normal.
to be alive anymore, cows. It's actually mad, right? They should be extinct, but because we keep eating them and keep feeding them, like you're saying,
Keep
with this genetic
breeding them,
modified wheat, we keep breeding them. They're still alive, and that's actually one of the biggest like contributors to climate change and like.
Yeah, why we got no
depleting ozone
water,
layer.
why we GMO'd all our fucking
Yeah.
food. Yeah, it's fucking
Because they
joke, mate.
fart everywhere, trust. It's because they fart, and that
Well, yeah,
methane in their
coconut
fart
milk is just
genuinely is what's
disgusting,
destroying the
man.
ozone.
Coconut milk.
Yeah.
And
No,
coconut
fucking
milk,
amazing.
Right,
bro.
I have to have coconut milk,
I love
mate. In
it.
my fridge, that's what you. That's
When I
what
first
you-
changed over, I
Coconut
was
milk
like,
is
oh.
nice, but coconut water is shit.
Yeah, coconut
Oh, yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That's the one drink that I bought in the shop here, and I tipped it over in my
Tell
sink
you
and
what's
said,
good though.
fuck
is
that.
oat milk. Oat milk is the best replacement for your coffees and your teas. It's real creamy. Like coconut milk is good,
Is that
but
good?
it toasts, but it gives you that coconut taste, which I like. But oat milk is just like a creamy flavour. So it just tastes like you
I've
got
been-
milk in there.
I've been down
Or maybe
with
I'm-
milk, bro. But to be fair,
I can picture him.
Do you remember when we used to drink that milk? It makes me feel physically sick that I used to drink that non-skim, like you know, the full fat Jersey milk. We used to buy it after the gym.
We're
With
trying
the
to
gold
get
top,
head.
that-
We're trying to
yeah,
get
trying to get
head.
heads, fam. I think,
yeah,
what am I doing?
but you see, like I'm not really like a hot drink kind of person, innit? I only drink coffee and whatnot, like when I'm out there, like especially when I'm watching football games and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And you know they always got like free coffee, tea and shit.
Oh, do they?
So and it's because it's cold. I think fuck it, let me just have one. But I've never really been a hot drink kind of person.
Oh, I see.
So it's like
So
with
I drink
milk.
about 12 coffees a day, man.
There's a time I got into coffee. It becomes a thing, innit?
No,
I feel like you can't function without it.
Yeah,
That's
true,
why I
that's
leave
true,
coffee
that's
alone.
true.
When
Now
I'm
I'm
on-
listening to green teas.
when I'm in training camp, that is my thing. I have to have a coffee a day. It's actually one of my meals. Yeah,
With coconut milk.
yeah, coffee with coconut milk, and I have it with my protein bar, and that is the one thing out of the 5 small meals I have or whatever
love.
that I look forward to. Yeah.
I can see what
It
that
becomes
is a
that
good little
coffee,
thing.
innit?
That is like because it's nice, isn't it? It's
It's a
nice.
brand of coffee you had.
Me, no, I'll go to. I'm in Costa every day.
Yeah, it cost it me
I'm
too,
in
yeah.
Costa every day when I'm training
Coconut
for a fight.
hazelnut latte, that's what I get every day. Large.
Every day.
Get
Every
Coke.
single day.
Coconut
maybe
vanilla
twice a
latte,
day.
me.
See,
Yeah, I could easily spend like £9 in there a day. I mean.
I had to come out. I had to come out of that way of thinking, man. I had to come out of that way of thinking because I started realizing that I'm now having the problem functioning because I can't get coffee now.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah, for me, because I used to drink it at work every single time. So when I go there, until I have that coffee, it's different. Things are just different.
I just love
So
coffee and I
just-
love weed, but if I don't have
But
them,
you
I don't
see-
care. Do you know what I mean?
It kind of boosts you, innit?
such
That's what you're trying to
opposite
say.
things.
In the morning.
But I just love coffee and I love weed.
That's what I thought, but now I have something that's completely different. I'm still it's just the same. Just
Does
the
green
same.
tea help you the same way as coffee used to?
Yeah, but green tea does not have the same components where it makes you hyper or anything. But still,
But I don't think coffee makes
thing.
me hyper. I could have a cup of coffee before I go to bed.
I feel the coffee because I don't drink hot drinks
I
that
could be
much.
like,
I only drink
coffee,
water, innit?
bed.
I only drink water. That's the one
Double shot
sugary drink
espresso.
that I have if I have that. So I feel the difference as soon as I have it.
I've got a problem now. I've realised. I literally cannot. I don't stop. And I can't stand still. I'm in my kitchen here. Stood there the
Walking
other day.
around.
Just walking up and
Yeah,
down.
you've
up
been
and
doing
down,
that for
up.
years.
Yeah, for years, man. I need to stop one day.
When
One
did
day
you
I just need
realise
to be
you've been doing it for
like,
years?
turn off. Like, it would be amazing. I can't wait. I realise this when I'm a millionaire, that's when it'll happen. I'll like just stop one time and be like, fucking stop, fam. Yes. And it'll give me like 30 minutes and I'll be back on the
Do you remember
grind.
when you were trying to get his attention when we were downstairs that time? And he kept just you could see him
Up and down. I'm thinking, this guy,
Is it?
Because there's still. But you don't actually realise
I
this.
don't.
No, you don't.
Sometimes
'Cause
I do. Like sometimes I realise it.
It's
Now,
in you now. You already. You gel to it, man.
Shit, still, mate.
Do you have any habits?
No, not really. Nah. I'm always in training camp. I'm literally training, resting. I'd like to rest as much as possible. Like
What does resting involve?
nothing.
Doing fuck all.
Nothing. Yeah.
TV.
Like on my rest, I have one rest day a week, and on that rest day, I've probably got my daughter anyway.
Okay.
So I don't rest, but in between, like training sessions, I do nothing. I like do nothing. Just
Do you have sex during camp?
that's a myth. That's a myth, innit? Of course I do, but like, well, it's a myth, innit? Like, it's a myth. But on the last week, I ain't got the energy to do anything, mate. Honestly,
No,
so
not even no 2 strokes, blood. Nah. Literally, just go on top and just.
nothing. Nothing.
Yeah,
The last
just
week.
laying on
Don't
the
even
side.
want to. Don't even want to the last week.
Sideways.
Everyone was just sleeping on the side, bro. Just sleeping, bro. We don't do much.
Yeah, innit?
Don't do much.
Easiest.
Yeah.
I'm asleep. That's
You're
the
trying to think
morning.
when to put your hand. You're trying to think when to put your hand.
That's
in
the
it,
morning
isn't
one.
it? Yeah. So that's the lazy one. They
Yeah,
just
the morning one.
You be avoiding the
just
breath,
empty
though.
the tanks, you know, just in case. You never know when the next time could be.
Just have to fit in a couple more strokes.
I don't do rounds anymore. Though. I was talking about it with other people.
You don't do rounds. What you do? Just one and go.
Bruv. 1 or 2, bruv.
Yeah.
If it's one, it's one long one, bro. I can hold it, innit? So if it's one long one. I'm good for hours,
I have to go for it.
hour and a half
that's
on
the
one,
problem
and then I'll
with
just
me,
nut
man.
once, bro.
I can't nut
hold
more
it,
than
man.
one. I'll hold it for long, innit?
I can hold it for long,
like
bro.
an hour.
And I love that because it's more control now.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, I'm like, okay, now it's time.
Yeah,
to
sometimes I
think.
just think, fuck this,
Yeah,
and I
me
go
as
straight
well.
away, innit?
Sorry.
when I'm drunk, that's when I can go 1 round, boom thing, marathon will go. But if I'm cool, no influence,
You can't
nothing,
help it.
I can't hold it, bruv. I have to keep
That must
doing
be shit,
rounds,
though.
fam. I have to keep
Rounds.
doing rounds.
I
Yeah.
can't do
That's
rounds, mate, because once I'm done, I'm done. Once
Brother,
I
you
come,
need
I'm
the
bed.
stamina.
I'm in bed, fam.
Stamina.
Because I've got the stamina, because I can fuck for an hour without coming. Surely that's stamina. I said,
No, see, I got the stamina, but for me, I'm just a big man now. I can't be bothered to do all these things, man. I don't have nothing to prove, bro. I've got nothing to prove, bro. But back in, when I was 22, 23, bro, I'm trying to do 7, 8, right? Come on, bro. I'm 28 now, bro.
Fuck until the sun comes up, innit?
Bro, what's the point now, bro? You know what I mean? Everyone is naive, you know. But now, bro, it's like,
Until Woody
my week-
Woodpecker goes.
See the
And
birds
he just
fucking
fucking
trying to
bled.
go home. Wandering out the house.
now we're grown,
Nah, I
man.
know him got life, fam. Yeah, I can't even hold it, bruv.
I'd hate that, bro. I fucking hold it.
No, but I like it that way.
'Cause
That's the thing.
sometimes-
Maybe if I didn't like it
Nah.
that way, I would have tried to. Like, don't get me wrong. You know when I say hold it, I'm not just gonna, 1, 2 strokes and then bust. Nah, like, fam, I would sweat, and then I bust. Then that's cool. That's me. I'm happy with that. I wanna chill. After that, I tell the babes, listen, I wanna chill for give me about 3 to 5 minutes. Just wanna cool off. Give me a bottle of water, and then we go again.
You sound like a chick, fam. That's what a chick normally says to me. Like, give us 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, man. Listen, I'll tell you that.
Just whips out.
I've been stroking it for about 40. Listen, okay.
Goes and makes a hot
35 to
drink.
45 minutes. You've been stroking it. Boom, good one. You know it. I don't sweat that much. You've seen me in the gym. Man, don't even sweat that much.
Because you don't work out like that.
Nah,
Sorry.
But I hardly sweat that much. But when I start sweating like a motherfucker, that's when you know, I'm putting in a shift. So 35, 45 minutes, cool. I want my 5-minute break. You know what I'm saying? My 5-minute break just to have a little bit of water, recuperate, and then come again. You know what I'm saying?
And you know
Then I keep going like that, fam. I don't know.
The thing is, though, with rounds, for me, when I used to do rounds, the more you bust and carry on, the more your should I say pee-pee? Like Prince Andrew said.
Dick, man.
Prince Andrew said pee-pee, innit? So when I say pee-pee, the more your pee-pee feels the strain, innit? You feel the strain, the more you bust, it feels the strain. After the 5th time, yeah, it's throbbing now, innit? It's throbbing, like you can feel it. You don't put, see, that's the thing about wrong. I'd rather just...
I'll find myself like
because we can just go floppy in that 1 hour, 1 round. You can go floppy, bro.
How when there's pumps there, bro?
I'm so
Because you see, do you know when you take breaks? He's
He must be like white thing, black thing.
He's black as well.
Moving a taxi from straight after. We do
So
like
do
2
the
hour
taxi.
round, bus once. And
Yeah, but that's I'm on your side, man. That's what I do. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. And that 2 hours, that's Champions League football. It's like top of the top. Like, well, it's the best you're gonna. But that's the thing. But it's gonna be long. But see what your break here. I'm not even doing your break because I don't need to. Because I'm controlling when I'm busting.
If I need a break, I'm eating that pussy.
Because I'm controlling when I'm busting.
You can control it.
Oh, man.
I can control it sometimes, especially when the pooms is so good. Yeah, I don't want to control it, man.
Sometimes
I just
chill,
want to
step
go
back.
in, bust,
14-year-old up there.
bust. Like, yo,
The in between is what?
do you know what I'm saying? But
Jay.
Oh man.
but bro, it's just like. But you see, he said to me, after when I stop and after like maybe 5 rounds, your dick will be floppy. Nah, fam. Because when I start,
I can say that. I thought that's what you're telling me.
No.
That's what you're telling me. I'm like, nah, bro.
Because
Come on,
after
pussy's
1
there,
round,
bro.
yeah, we starting again as if we starting from scratch. So, girl them needs to lick the thing, quick head. Fam.
You
Girl-
need pumps.
Nah.
Do you fuck a bird? Do you fuck a bird the same time every time you fuck a bird? Or
Huh?
do you switch it up?
What do you mean?
Or do you have a way that you fuck a bird every time, or do you just go? Do you switch it up?
That's a good
It-
question, you know.
You see, if I'm fucking a girl that night, yeah, I need to go at least 5 different positions, bro. I can't just fuck a girl in one position.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But do
But
you
do you have a
Do
routine?
you have a routine that you put them through?
There's certain things you always do.
yeah, yeah.
Some people have a finisher. Some people have a finisher. What position that you always put the girl in when you finish it? Because you know it's the one time for you. It's done. It's time.
Yeah, but before, at the start, she needs to be good at giving, sucking dick.
You look ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I like head from. She needs
So I'd
to.
rather
If
give
her head game is weak, yeah, then that's it. She's gonna
You don't
give
really
you.
give head.
Yeah.
Then take it.
That sounds wrong. Yeah, I love eating pussy.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
Only if it's the right pussy, innit? Not every pussy.
I do feel the
Yeah, I
same
think
with
like
you, man.
if
I've
it's
had
your
a
girl,
squirt as well.
then fair enough, innit? But if it's just like a side thing or
Sorry.
some one night thing, nah, I ain't gonna lick that.
Now I'm
pussy.
just seeing you guys lying on your bellies like you got a sniper just fucking dead.
It literally is, isn't it? Like you are like that. She got like one hand on the cheek, one hand on the arse cheek. Like,
Man, that's sick. I can see Zek doing that. I can see Zek.
Michael's one eye, but aim for the team.
Oh man.
I can see Zek doing that. I can see Zek doing that.
Oh my god.
So, Mike, do you lick pussy?
No, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I do, of
What,
course.
any girl that you beat, you have to lick
No.
pussy first?
No.
Okay. You don't like Zek then, innit? You don't like Zek.
I'm not licking any pussy.
Oh mate,
Some
this
of
is.
you wrapping up toys, man.
Oscar.
Oscar, that's it.
Yeah, no worries.
Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah. Nah. That's a bit more than just eating your girl out. That's a bit too savage.
If I can licks her out and shoots her.
Oh,
Yeah.
you eat pums, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not
of
like,
course,
not
but
like
it's
let's
a cuisine.
clarify, not just any random
Yeah,
bird.
innit?
Yeah, but
You know
your
what?
thing, innit?
Sometimes if they're lucky and it's clean, then maybe,
Yeah.
if I, even if I don't
You
know them,
prefer a dick there, don't you?
oh, but it goes without saying, Mish. But you know,
I think I'm in the wrong room.
nah, of course not, bro. Fuck it.
Man,
Okay, yeah, no, obviously, but I think Zach's got it wrong a little bit here because if we're informing people on how to do this, it's not one hand on the arse cheek. You got to reach up, bro.
No, I'll do one on the thighs. One on the thighs. One on the tip, one on the arse. Or even holding the leg open. But sometimes you just do it on the cheeks. I like the one where you go like this and you sort of lift him off the bed like, you just get in there.
For the V.
Like EH.
And you just put it away and just get this little...
That's his last name, innit? That's his last name, innit? H.
Who?
He's EH.
Who's EH?
That portable one you've got.
Portable one.
Who's the portable?
Oh, should I say the name, bruv?
Portable puss.
No, what?
Say it, we'll blip it. We'll blip it.
Hey, bro.
No, what about it?
See, that's that portable one that you wanted, that you talking about.
I've got a new portable pussy now.
He holds it like he holds the Discman like this. He holds it like he holds the Discman. He likes them petite. He holds it like this.
I've got a new one now.
What is it, a flashlight?
What?
It spins around like, ooh.
Like a basketball.
Cotton candy, fam.
Oh, you guys, man.
She got a tasty pussy.
But what you were saying about
tasty.
head though, I would never ask a girl to give me head. Never.
Why?
No, I'm not bothered ever.
Because
about asking.
if a girl's
they wanna
good,
give it.
she'll give me herself.
Yeah.
Any girl that says to me, any girl that, if I'm to have sex and the girl stops the sex and says,
Let me give you head.
let me give you
You
head,
know you're in.
I'm like, whoa.
I mean, she's horny
Especially
as
if
fuck.
she then ties it. Especially if she then ties it. Then you like, if the phone was on, I'm turning it off now. You know what I mean? Because it's time, bro.
Get the fucking phone out, fam.
No. But
That's why I'll never ask.
You know, sometimes sometimes you then get, it would be one of those situations where, you know, the thing is horny, you know, maybe you there, you just straight, you find somewhere to be, you all in there, she just wants the dick in there, and then she's probably thinking, I'll give him head later, whatever. Yeah. No. We go step 1.
No.
Give good head. Step 2, then I give you good dick.
Do you know why I stop? Do you know why I don't do that? Do you know why I don't do that? The reason why I don't do that is because I started to eliminate girls that can't suck dick. Because I've gone through a lot of girls that can't. Like, why you've tried? Like, I know every girl that can is gonna tell you that they're gonna give it to you. So why should I ask them? If she doesn't tell me, she's probably not that good at it. Anyone who's good at something, they want to show off.
Suppose, yeah.
Like David is running.
Like you've been quiet about this subject. Like it's
I
not
ain't. I'm listening. I'm actually.
He's learning.
What's your finisher? What's your you
I ain't one of them with a finisher. It changes, man. It changes.
Do you have a finisher, Zach?
I don't know. I think sometimes it's like, it depends on the bird, doesn't it? I think, what bit of you do I want to see when I come?
Do you make a noise when you come?
Probably look at
Oh, mate.
No, that's true as well, because the speed at which he done that, which is a glimpse you don't need to look into Zach's life, right?
Fuck's sake. This is quite a savage podcast. This is
These two are getting excited, man.
How did it about the game, innit? You know me. But how did we get to sex talk? How did we get to this conversation?
I got a feeling it's Zach that must have brought his son.
Of course, yes, I brought the tone of the conversation.
But anyway,
Probably.
I don't know, man.
But this is what's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to be a bit weird and wild. Wonderful.
Yeah, it
started off with
no
sport, ended
rules.
with sex.
They're like specs, isn't it?
I would ask Rogue what he does, but they cut him off. Innit?
He's a miserable bastard.
They cut him off.
What, mate? Where's your balls? Rogue. Where's your balls? Where's your mum?
So yeah, we know on the way here you were talking about Billy Joe Saunders fighting
Yeah, I'll see it. I don't know if it's real, but it's confirmed, isn't it?
Canelo.
Who's this?
I think it's risky for Canelo. I think
What is
Billy
it?
Joe's one of the only
Fully
people I think
confirmed?
actually.
I see
posed a
somebody,
threat.
a few people sharing it that it's confirmed.
Right. No, so what? You think Canelo will lose to Billy Joe?
I don't think he'll lose, but I think that'll be the toughest person he can fight right now. Because Canelo, I was really convinced about Canelo when he beat Jacob. Because I thought that's one guy that might give him,
Canelo is my favourite
sick.
fighter.
He's sick.
Canelo's my favourite fighter, but Billy Joe Saunders is in the same management team as me. I'm Team MTK, innit?
So you got to go.
And I think if anyone can do it, it is him.
Yeah.
It is him. But like, you see two sides of Billy Joe Saunders. You see a side when he's on form, and then you see a side where he just don't look that great.
But you know what I've realised about him though? I've seen that he's shit against shit opponents.
Yeah.
But whenever he's had a good opponent, I've always seen a different Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah,
I feel like he gets motivated by the opponent.
That's a good shout. What's the best fight you've seen him in? Lemieux?
Lemieux was one of them.
Canelo's no Lemieux, is he?
Yeah, nah, that's the thing. He's not gonna be. Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
But who else though? That's the thing. In that way, who else though?
Well, it was
the
even
threat?
Callum Smith, but
That's super mid though, isn't it?
yeah, but so's Billy Joe. They're doing it super mid. Yeah.
Okay.
It was either going to be Billy Joe or Callum Smith, weren't it? And I think Canelo Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, offered both of them dead money.
Okay.
And that's why they both it weren't going to happen. And if this is true that it is happened, then I don't know what's that?
United 2-0 up from against Chelsea. Anthony Martial and Harry Maguire. Sorry, man. You know how scared I've been to watch
Don't
this.
see United win much.
I know, man. Yeah, shit, bro. I can't believe you stopped talking for Man United, bro.
Hey, go ahead, continue.
Why are you even checking the score for, man? It's pot time.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I mean, we got a guest here. Fuck your team, man. It's a shit team anyway.
Shut up, man. We're on the same boat you're talking about.
Exactly, and I'm not talking shit about my team, bro.
When we came in here, what was he talking about?
1-4-0.
Yeah,
that was before the podcast.
Right, Mikey, you were saying?
I'm just saying, like, it was either Golden Boy offered Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith dead money for the Canelo fight.
Oh, yeah.
So they both turned it down. And if this is true, then obviously I don't like Billy Joe Saunders. He's either took it for the dead money or they've offered him more because he's the bigger fight they see, So don't know. Callum Smith's number one at that weight class.
But the thing is, Callum Smith, I was so sure that he is the one person that poses a threat until I saw his last fight.
Against John Ryder. Oh, John
I think John Ryder
beat
got
him.
robbed.
John Ryder beat him, mate.
Yeah, I think he got robbed. So after I saw that, it was flat that day. I was like, I don't know anymore.
Yeah. We'll see, innit? Like Billy Joe Saunders. He's my favourite British fighter. Canelo's my favourite fighter. Period.
So that's like a fight you're probably looking forward to.
Who do you, man, see winning this next Fury Wilder this weekend?
It's a tough one, man.
Apparently, for Fury to win, it's
30-1.
30-1 . That's it.
Really?
Yeah. So
those are good odds.
Yeah,
I still think
chuck in Satin there.
Those are good odds.
Go on, what are you saying,
Regardless of
David?
the odds, though, it's Fury.
I want to say Fury, to be fair, but
Fury, what, points, knockout?
nah, it would never be a knockout.
I think he's gonna.
What are you gonna say?
I think Fury's gonna go for the knockout.
So
I think.
you both saying Fury?
Yeah, man.
But
Go on, Oscar.
I said
Wilder
Fury, I
catches
agree
him,
with
Fury?
Fury 100%. Do you not see his
Fury,
the last
Fury
fight?
v Wilder.
She got straight back up.
Fury.
So you four saying Fury?
I'm saying Fury. Man.
Wilder knocks him out cold in 7 rounds. Cold, sleeping. Yeah.
I like Wilder, but
Fury's my favourite just sportsman, like, in general, like, of what he's gone through and how he's come back and, like, not even his boxing, just as a man, he's my favourite. But I can't see him getting up from Wilder again. Like, lightning don't strike twice, mate. It don't.
But then I'm thinking, do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if
I'd love it if he does.
you see the time he took that fight, I'm thinking now he's been more active and everything. Maybe it's gonna be harder to get him in that position again.
Wilder's
this
been
time.
more active than Fury since the last fight. Fury's had one fight and then he's had a WWE fight.
Yeah.
Right?
He? What?
Yeah. He's had
Got a
WWE,
wrestling
didn't he?
match?
Yeah.
What?
Obviously,
Is
he's
it
kept
the-
his
yeah.
body in great shape
Is it the
since.
cut though? Is it the cut as well? A big cut which can open up again as well.
I just think lightning don't strike twice, and Wilder, it's anybody.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be in the first 7 rounds. Bang, good night. It's all over.
Fair.
But if Fury, if he wins, it would make my
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. What would
professional boxers
point of view, I reckon.
I was gonna say now, people always say Wilder is a shit boxer, but it doesn't matter. But his power is just that good as an equalizer.
He's
anytime,
and he's a small heavyweight too.
Yeah,
He's only like 15 stone, less than 16 stone, and he hits people and they don't move. They're asleep and they don't move. Like, it's crazy. He's a freak. But like, I genuinely think Fury don't have a chance this one.
yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
Kind of, yeah. Well, you know, obviously Wilder's going to be out there to prove a point this time, obviously. But then, if you're looking at boxing wise, then you know, obviously Fury.
Oh mate, he beats him all day long boxing wise, but it's a 12-round fight in the heavyweights.
And he can't even go to decision again because you have to knock the guy out to get a draw over there.
he's going back there again.
Yeah, it's Vegas.
Vegas again. Anyway, they're starting to like him in Vegas, I guess.
Fury's his life is an American, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like
his contract is American.
There was a time nobody liked Fury.
Yeah.
There was a time nobody liked him, and until we boxed Klitschko.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Till we boxed Klitschko, and he I remember where I was. It was like an indoor festival in like Butlins up north in Skegness, and we'd already been there a couple of days and drinking every day. And me and my mate Harley, you know Harley from the boxing shows.
Yeah.
We left everybody else and found a bar that was showing the Fury fight, and we sat and watched it, but we couldn't hear it, and we was like, I think Fury's doing all right. And then when there was no sound on the TV because it was in like a noisy place, and it said Fury won, we was like, oh my god. We was like, let's go out and pull straight away. Went out and pulled straight away. That one was for Tyson Fury, mate. I swear.
I was actually a Klitschko fan those days.
What's that?
I was actually a Klitschko fan because I just couldn't see them losing. But then I remember that fight. Yeah, I think it was round 3 or round 5. Fury went back to his corner and he said to his uncle, he said, "I'm gonna school this boy." It's either round 3 or round 5. That's when I knew this guy's got to win.
Yeah,
His
even
confidence is just mad.
mate. It was destined for him to win that, you know.
Seen something.
And then, but it all went downhill after that, didn't it? All went downhill.
Yeah,
And and then the comeback was even stronger.
yeah, that's the thing.
Comeback was even stronger, and
That 12th round, I don't know, because he was out. He was knocked out.
mate, he won that fight as well.
If
though.
it was Anthony Joshua, they would have waved it off
Yeah,
when he got dropped. They would have waved, probably the first drop. They would have waved it off. It was
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua. The referee gave him chances.
I think Fury beats Joshua
Yeah, I think
easy.
So too.
I think Wilder puts Joshua to sleep, cold.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think Joshua is out of the three of them. He's the weakest one.
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But he's always been though. But people didn't believe it. They had to wait for Andy Ruiz to come and show them.
Yeah. Like, he had a great fight against Klitschko.
The other thing that I'm happy about in boxing is all my favourite people are now getting titles. Like Shakur Stevenson's got a title now. Devin Haney's got a title.
He was giving his though.
Yeah, but they got it now, innit?
He was giving it
They
though.
got it now.
If they gave me that, I wouldn't be the champion until I'd at least successfully won it, you know?
Are you talking about the David Haney one?
Yeah, he was the interim champion. They gave him the WBC though.
Yeah. The thing is, the Shakur Stevenson one though, that was a good fight. He fought an undefeated guy as well that I think he's fucking his sister as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know much about boxing, I'm not going to lie.
You never watch any boxing, do you?
You don't need to know anything except Michael McKinson, mate.
I like watching it.
No.
I genuinely do like watching it, and I genuinely do like watching other sport. But do I know
I think
anything about sport?
the next
No.
fights he needs to start coming up, Zach, man.
What?
He needs to start coming up to Mikey's next fights.
Definitely, yeah.
They're good nights, aren't they?
Kind
They're
of thing.
brilliant nights.
Yeah.
I don't ever enjoy them,
We've
obviously,
always
but
fucking-
everyone else says,
Yeah.
like, but yeah.
Mate, by the time Mikey's fighting, bruv, I'm like fucking halfway to passing out, bruv.
Oh, he licked
Then when he fucking wins, that's it.
I always sober
I don't
up,
know how we
I
get on.
always sober up just before you fight. I swear to God, I always sober up. I always sober up just before
Right,
you
so you
fight.
licked before
Because
you
we
didn't
drink,
start,
yeah.
I get tipsy. And then there's always, you see the fight before his, when he in the changing room and someone keeps coming and say, Yeah, it's round 5 now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Round 6,
then it's like,
it gets quiet in the thing. When they say, "Oh yeah, it's done now," whatever. Yeah, now we're going. I'm sober
that was
by that
business,
time.
you know what I mean?
I'm sober by that time.
It's
When Kid
business.
Craig comes on, yeah. Then you hype for the song, innit? Then they get in. Then now it's on now. It's just
That's
like in the ring, innit?
That's when all the nerves go. I still get nervous. I've been in the ring like nearly 70 times in my whole life, but I still get nervous as I did when I was 10, 11 years old. Now, I only get nervous. I laugh and joke, and when we're in the changing rooms, I only really get nervous, and you see me changing character when I'm getting my raps on. And then I've got to warm up, and then I think, oh, why am I doing this? No? And then even the walk up to the entrance, as soon as my music comes on, it all goes.
Yeah.
Everything goes, all the nerves go.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you think that like the factor that you've kept that kind of element of almost like anxiety, like match anxiety in your routine almost? 'Cause
Yeah.
you say it's not really changed since you started.
Yeah.
Do you think that had like a factor in how your success rate has been?
Probably, I think every fighter at any level gets nerves, and I think I've obviously done it a long time, so I still get exactly the same amount of nerves as I did when I was a kid. But experience has taught me how to deal with them. But I'd think it was weird. I'd think it was weird if I didn't get nervous, you know.
But I mean, do you think that helps with like how you perform? So do you
Definitely,
think the nerves,
definitely,
they fuel that kind of almost going into the fight.
Yeah, there's that bit of fear.
Definitely, innit?
Yeah. No, so I remember like when
Deadly.
I used to play rugby and stuff. Like a lot of the time, like before that whistle's about to go and you're all looking at each other, you get that you've got butterflies in your stomach. But as soon as you start, it goes instantly, and you've just got that adrenaline. And it's just like
That's what it
I'm
is.
here to do something.
It's
now.
normal, mate.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It does actually help the nerves, I think, with a lot of sports.
Yeah, it does, yeah. It is crazy, though. It is crazy. Because you literally think, why am I doing this? Like, I think to myself, why am I doing this? Like, this is wow scary.
Yeah.
Like, 10 minutes before the fight, and like, it's horrible. It's horrible.
So you say Canelo is your favourite, and Billy Joy is your favourite British. Who's your all-time favourite boxer?
Prince Nassim.
Prince Nassim.
Prince Nassim, Sugar Ray Leonard, and probably my 2 all-time favourite fighters. Like, Prince Nassim changed the game. Like, people that didn't even like boxing would watch it because Prince Nassim entertained them.
He wasn't entertaining.
Like, he used to come to the ring on a flying carpet. He used to, from the entrances to the way he fought, the way he spoke, everything about him. And he was my first favourite fighter when I was a kid. So I'd have to put him ahead of anyone. Sugar Ray Leonard's probably my favourite fighter of all time, as in like what he did and like how he did it.
He was in big fights, man.
Yeah.
He
And then
retired for about 5 years, came back in a big fight as well.
yeah, he was crazy. The only book I've ever read's the Mike Tyson autobiography, and he was a multi-millionaire way too young,
Yeah.
and he had no mentor, nobody to look after him.
Because Cass died, didn't it? Like,
Yeah.
early on as well.
Yeah,
And he had no one else left.
it ruined him. He would have probably been one of the
And then he
greatest.
met Don King as well.
It was just a working relationship, really. They didn't like each other, but yeah, Prince Nassim. Who's yours? You can't say me.
Do you know what? It has, for me, it's
You can't see me.
it's a close one, isn't it? You would have been out there. For me, actually, I think I have to say, I'll say Mayweather, but I'm gonna go for Bernard Hopkins. I like Bernard Hopkins a lot. 'cause
Yeah?
I like his story as well. I like where he came from, how he changed his life, and the longevity. I saw him at 49 fighting Kovalev in the 12 rounds. I hated the way he went out, man.
Yeah.
He literally got knocked out the ring, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
last fight, bro. But I mean, he fought everyone, man. He fought Roy Jones twice. He beat Roy Jones second time, but they were older then. And
Yeah.
he didn't beat him in his prime. He fought so many people. Did not lose. He lost to Kazag, innit?
He lost because he was a bit old. De La Hoya,
Yeah.
he fought everyone.
He fought everyone.
Hopkins, Kovalev.
So I think because of his longevity and everything, I go for him. But Mayweather, man, that's my guy, man. I
Yeah.
like Mayweather, man.
No, you can't argue with Mayweather,
He's
can
an
you?
entertainer.
You can't
He does
argue
his
with
boxing.
him. Like, if you're not a boxing fan, you wouldn't appreciate how good he is as a boxer. But he was unbelievable. unbelievable. But yeah.
You might end up having to box in Jamaica, you know. You never know.
Me?
You've seen this Windrush thing that's been happening.
No?
Basically, they've been deporting people that came from Jamaica. You know?